Once a famous man said this,
Comedy is subjective, Murray.
and the producer of Mad Square said this.
ఫన్ అంతా ఫన్నే లాజికల్ ఎదక్కండి మళ్ళీ కూడా క్లియర్గా చెప్తున్నాము. మేమే చెప్తున్నాం అసలు కథ లేదు, నవ్వుకుంటానికే రండి, నలుగురు ఫ్రెండ్స్ హ్యాపీగా ఎంజాయ్ చేసి చూడటానికే రండి అంతే.
Hello and welcome to India Today. I am Sanjay Ponappa.
And this is Maruti Acharya. We just completed watching the movie Mad Square. Before getting into the details, Sanjay, how was your experience?
It was a fun experience, a fun ride. My one-liner would be just abandon everything and enjoy the comedy there. One thing helps that this is a sequel, so you know the characters already. You don't really have to spend time digesting them. So you can just get into the craziness that they are in for. So
The movie is decent, but I like Mad more.
I also like Mad more.
Yeah. So let's get into the details. So Mad Square is the latest Telugu movie that is at your nearest theatres, which stars Narne Nithiin, Nithiin, Sangeeth Shobhan, and the movie is bankrolled by Sitara Entertainments. And the same cast was also there in the first installment.
Yes.
Here, Sunil is the special addition to the movie. It's not spoiler, the producer only revealed it. So the bhai is Sunil. And music is by Bheems. Recently, Sankranti ki Vastunam also, it is him, and he's off late giving banger songs. Album of Mad Square is also a pretty big hit.
Or any other characters. Which one is your favorite?
Laddu.
Laddu.
Yeah.
For me, honestly speaking, I feel like Damodar Didi is the one who carries the film in most parts because he is that dynamic anchor in the
Correct.
screen.
A lot of discussion whenever there is Naga Vamsi press meet or Naga Vamsi's interaction or interview, right? It just gets viral. And off late, there's a lot of discussion about how a producer of a movie is saying that keep logics outside, or for all the star movies, why is story necessary? So these kind of statements that he leave are usually controversial and most talked about. But with this movie, these kind of movies, right, it actually works.
It's about the content. It's
Exactly.
not about who is in the film, who is not. So it is about what kind of content that they are bringing to the audience. From the trailer itself, it is very evident. Not even the trailer. There is a whole movie as
Yeah.
a precedent for this. That is mad. The precedent is simple. It is just fun. It is just jokes, comedy, craziness, whatever happens when people, young boys get together.
Correct.
So it is just that, and this film too. It's a notch higher than that.
You felt it's a notch higher than that.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not about the craziness. It's about the levels of craziness in the story. Is what I'm
that
talking
sense.
about.
So, am I entertained? Yes. It is decent because the entertainment part of it, right? The gags, especially the one-liners and punches, especially given to Sangeeth Shobhan, I think they really, really land. And the Sunil character also, after a very long time, he got a very meaty comedic role, and most of that character also works. The scenes, the placements, it's so random sometimes, and again, what are you expecting? The one-liners will work, everything is fine, but there is that, it is still not there feeling that I personally had in terms of entertainment and humor only. Again, I'm not getting into the logic parts of it. In terms of entertainment only, I had fun, but I was expecting little more, and trust me, this is not my expectations, this is the expectations, the first part, which Mad has said. I know these both are two different movies, but I feel like Mad was more fun, wholesome and engaging in comparison to Mad 2.
Two parts. The first part is keeping this film as a standalone,
Yeah.
and then bringing the comparison of its first part. Right. As a standalone film, I really enjoyed it. I didn't really feel like I disconnected everywhere. The film
Yeah.
was flowing. It was just neat with gags here and there, the one-liners, the punches, and personally, I am a huge sucker for RX also, but I'm a huge sucker for situational comedy, and that was there for me. It is not just about the quirkiness, it's not just about, the acting, the action and all of it. For me, I also enjoy when there is a situation and just an expression is enough to get you, rolling and laughing, ruffling, all of that. Let us be a little Gen Z. But bringing the comparison now, I felt like, see, what clicked in Mad, why people would like Mad more is because it is much more relatable.
Yeah.
It is a college story. All the anecdotes over there, everything is the boys' hostel story, all of
The
it is
relatability
something,
factor is high.
You can understand what is happening there because you've been there, you've lived
Yeah.
that life.
You can't say done
you've
that,
been
but
in
been
the
there.
college. Yeah, you can't really accept anything. But yeah, you can understand whatever is happening, you've experienced it.
Yeah.
But here, again, when I said it takes the notch up a little higher in terms of craziness, the story blows up into a proper masala entertainer. There's a lot of template elements that is added here, bringing in gangsters, bringing in all of that.
Yeah.
There is all these things make it a little, makes the watch a little more template.
Yeah.
Another thing is, I rewatched the film the previous night, so I felt like, yeah, this is something that Manoj would do. This is something that Ashok would do.
Yeah.
This is something that Laddu Gadu would do. So yeah.
Yeah, so for me, the movie actually suffers with lack of innovative writing from Kalyan Shankar. When I say innovative writing in terms of ideas and scenes, right? Yes, template is good, it usually works, but the scenes that are going in the template, some newness is what I was expecting. But they are same regular scenes that we have seen in a lot of portions. But still, why Mad Square works in most of the parts, despite of having that regular template and routine setups, is because of the one-liners and dialogues and punches. The entire weight of the humor in the movie is carried through dialogues, and because that lands is why you will have a decent experience while walking out of the theaters.
Yes. Talking about the other aspects in the film, I really enjoyed the music also, and I felt like they were placed very nicely.
Yeah.
They were very smart with the placements, because wherever the story felt like it was lagging a bit or it was slowing down a bit and there wasn't a lot of gags to fill in those places, music took over. And I think that once you're a little tired and okay, where is this going? Suddenly the dup beat
Three
wakes you up.
special songs.
Yeah. So
They are unapologetic.
that was a very smart move.
Yeah.
This again, visuals aside
Yeah.
of the songs, it felt like the music and the beats going on
Correct.
there kept us hooked. And also there was comedy integrated into all these things as
Yeah.
well, which is again smart writing. So there in those places, props goes to the music director as well as the director who used it properly.
Yeah, all the other technical departments has done their fair share of job in elevating the experience of the
Right,
movie.
fair.
Tillu Square is in a way better than Tillu, so I was expecting something from Mad Square, but it's not a bad experience. It was a decent experience, but the original still remains original.
See, honestly, the original amongst Mad Square and Tilu
Yeah.
Square, I would still pick Mad Square. Not that I'm saying Mad Square is better than the original. The original Mad is good, but among these two, I would pick Mad Square.
ఎందుకంటే
Because-
రూడ్గా మాట్లాడుతున్నావు మార్కస్.
నిజమే చెప్తున్నాం. All the characters have so much to do. It's really nice. But honestly speaking, in this film, I felt like Manoj and Ashok had a little bit less to do.
Yeah.
Although by the end there are things, no spoilers, so we won't really discuss it. But I felt like these two characters had a lot more stuff
Yeah.
in the first part, be it their romantic angles, be it their personal angles.
Yeah.
But in this part, it wasn't really about any of that.
Exactly.
It was just about what is happening there. Small spoiler, they go to Goa, so
Spoiler. Fine. Producer has been telling that in every press meet, and now you're suddenly they go to Goa.
they go to
Fine.
Goa.
Yeah.
No, understand the intonation. They go to Goa.
Director Kalyan Krishna sir, we understand how difficult it is to write humor because somebody tried and failed miserably to crack a joke here. Yes,
Beep,
so
beep.
yeah. So overall, it was a decent movie. If your expectations are managed and if you want to have a decent, fun, entertaining movie at theaters, I think Mad Square is for you. But again, we spoke about a lot of things: Tillu Square or Mad Square. Which is your favorite character, Laddu versus DD? Mention all your opinions in the comments below. And what do you think about the movie? Did you have a fun time at theaters? Mention that in the comments below.
With that, I am Sanjay Ponnappa,
And this is Maruti Acharya.
and you're watching India Today.